Good
Good evening.
evening.
Welcome to this special Weather Fans Live here on this Thursday night, like we used to do, actually.
Hang on, Michael. I've lost you. I got you now?
Hello?
No. Bear with me a minute, mate. Sorry, I am on the phone, guys, so you just have to bear with. Michael, do you want to carry on while I sort this out?
Yeah, no worries. Welcome to Weather Fans Live here on this special Thursday. Weather Fans will return properly in December for its weekly shows. We're not going to do it twice a week now, unless it's on special occasions where something major happening with the weather. So we've decided just to do shows on a Sunday, which will start in December. Okay, so recently the models have been looking at. There we go. Have been looking at colder conditions. Obviously, it's no surprise as we're heading into winter, but these are showing up a lot more. Considering how mild and wet it's been recently, it's obviously quite a change of what's been going on recently. I've just lost my train of thought then. Don't we just love live TV? Yes, obviously it's been really wet and quite mild recently. And even from tonight, we've got a cold front move pushing southwards at the moment, which actually we'll take a look at right now. Paul's just getting himself sorted out at the minute. So let's go into the screen share and show you exactly what's going on right now. Excuse me. And it looks like Paul has come off completely. He should be back in just a moment. So these are the latest facts charts from the Met Office.
Back.
He's back. This is the latest facts charts from the Met Office. And this is showing the first signs of our first, I'll say, cool plunge of this autumn, really. And I'll say it's quite late-ish in the season. And we get like a cooler blast a bit sooner, but not like a week before meteorological winter. So what's happening right now? We've got this cold front moving southwards across the country. Behind it, the winds are switching towards more northwest to northerly. And it's quite, last time I checked, we'll have a look in just a moment. It's quite a weak feature, really, but behind it is much cooler, I'll say fresher air as well. We've got high pressure towards our southwest, and this is just trailing cold front coming down the country. We move that forward to lunchtime tomorrow. That's crossed much of the whole country, and we've just got this little weak front across southwest England into parts of Wales, into Northern Ireland, and before the isobars rise up, and we've got winds coming up from the Arctic. Some of these winds will be quite strong down the east coast, but central areas will be mostly dry, clear. I'll nearly say crisp. Temperatures will be around about 6 or 7 degrees on there. So it's our proper first, I'll say, cold blast, really, as I said, of this autumn. I think it's quite late in this autumn to get our first blast, actually.
Yeah, we usually have them early November, don't we? It's been unusually warm for the whole of autumn, really. Obviously, at the end of at the start of December, we'll have the official temperatures and stuff like that from the Met Office. Did show it on the 10-day trend, didn't it? So
yeah.
Anyway, was it the deep dive? No, it was the deep dive. Sorry.
I think it might have been, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that wind's coming from a long way north. It's not exactly coming from the north, is it? It's more coming from like over the top of Norway.
Yeah, so because in a way it's a bit of a long fetch north. It's definitely from the north, but it's taking a longer track than really normally does.
Yeah.
But with these winds, especially down the east coast, there will be like a slight wind chill. Temperatures might read about 5 or 6, but it could feel more about 2 or 3 degrees tomorrow. So
Yeah,
it might be a shock to the system for quite some people.
it will be for me on the east coast.
Yeah.
Luckily, I've got my big coat, so it's in the car. So it'll be interesting to see tomorrow them shower clouds out at sea. So not going to really come inland because of that high pressure to the that's going to be plonked over the top of us. Good way of putting it, really.
So
mostly showers. Sorry, go on.
Pressure set to our west and low pressure set towards Scandi into Central Europe. So some of this rain could be given us covering over the Alps, especially when this moves southwards. It's not just England and Wales and Northern Ireland, Scotland.
No.
It's much of really Northern Europe, actually.
Yeah, if you think of that big, long, trailing weather front that's coming out of the middle of the Atlantic and just over to the south of Greenland and then down like in a U-shape bend. Behind that is really cold air, as Michael's just been saying. And obviously in front of that is the warmer air. One thing I was talking to Michael about in the green room was this low over here in just to the south of Italy. Yes, that is probably, it could be expected to become a medicane and actually draw the cold air out from Siberia and northern Russia. So yeah, and now it curves back on itself. So it goes like up one side of the Balkans and into Greece that way, and then goes up towards Ukraine and Belarus.
So there's probably this weather front here that could develop into something. So it's one itself up there.
Yeah.
So there's first signs there we're trying to. It might be just a bit too far inland, mainly. Something like they have to keep an eye on.
Definitely. It sees it winding up there, though. But yeah, it's definitely that is the one to watch, in my opinion, because that then kind of moves round onto it and draws that air down. But how much that tightens up is how much cold air, I reckon, in my opinion, it will bring out.
Oh.
Yeah. Hello.
Oh, hello. You're back?
Yeah, we're still here.
You just kind of popped out of them for a second.
No, I think it's my internet. Don't matter. I'm still here, aren't I?
Yeah, you are indeed.
Yeah. Cool. So yeah, as I was saying, that cold air, just that low, that 988 that's over, so like southern Russia at the moment there, that's the one to watch, in my opinion, for next week and see how much cold air it drags down and then throws eastwards. So
this is the 12 o'clock for Saturday. So
yeah, that then. Well, on the models I was looking at yesterday, I've not looked at any today. I've only seen Gav and what he put out on the 6 o'clock runs, and that was showing that low as well. So that's definitely something. But yeah, so is that as far as you can go on that one, Michael, or does it go further?
No, I can get to 120 hours, but that's
Tuesday.
But by then it's out into.
Is that Wednesday? Is it? I can't see.
That's a Sunday. On Sunday.
Oh, that's because the low comes in from the west, isn't it? And so like it slides, doesn't it? I've seen what I've seen on TV.
More towards north there, actually.
Yeah, it kind of goes. Then it slides down along the side of the high pressure. That's obviously blocking, and that low that's up towards Scandi. And slides down, and then that merges together.
That low we've been watching, that's the low now up into. I'm trying to look into it, perhaps Western Russia, maybe.
Yeah, that 984 one. Yeah. So we've got that, and then there's that low that's over Scandi, and then the one that comes in from the west. Them two merge, and then pivot and pull down. on, I think it's on Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah,
And that
just
then opens the doors.
looking at the facts chart. Saturday's looking nice and clear, actually. Another clear, crisp day.
Yeah,
We've obviously going to have a widespread frost on Saturday morning. For many people, it's probably their first proper frost of the season.
yeah. More towards the west, I believe, is going to be the colder weather. -5, -6.
Yeah, under the light with light winds as well. Definitely coldest night of the year so far. Well, not the year, but the season so far.
Mm-hmm.
Then this weekend's just a bit complicated at the minute. With all this, what's happening with the interaction with this low pressure here. There have been some disagreements over the last few days of how this plays through. The Met Office has that sitting just to our west on Sunday. Then on Monday, it's just a complete mess of weather fronts. Mentioned about that Scandi low coming down from the north. So there's the mess of weather fronts there through
Yeah.
Sunday. Down
And
on
then,
Sunday, there's that low there. Got that one there. Then by the time we get through to Monday lunchtime, it's just a complete mess, really, of weather fronts and
yeah. And I would say behind this trailing occlusion or whatever it is, like a decaying cold front into it. Well, you've got that tri-point from the low, and then you've got that trailing tri-point going back into Scandi. As you can see behind that is where the gateway is to the cold air. It's all really cooling up there.
to the north of the UK, we've got this area of high pressure, and obviously winds go clockwise around high pressure, and the cold air is just waiting in the wings. But we need to know what's going to happen with this. Is this going to push southwards? Is it going to push eastwards? Is it going to try to push to the west? Perhaps we need to keep an eye on what the Met Office think that's going to do, like perhaps on tomorrow's facts charts.
Yeah.
We'll have a look at the GFS and have a look at the ECMWF as well in just a few moments.
Yeah, of course. And while we're on about that, I'll mention about it once we've done like the short term one. I mean, UKV is just going to be showers tomorrow, sunny on Saturday after the cold start, and then Sunday's just a mess. So I don't think that needs any warrant of showing the maps really, but snow cover.
Yeah, so we'll talk about where the depends where the air's coming from. This you have to turn your head 90 degrees to the right, and as you can see, this is Europe here towards like the northwest of this image, shall we say. And all this white here is the latest snow cover from yesterday. So if the winds do switch to like a northeasterly, we've got plenty of snow cover across Scandi.
Yeah, and that'll be holding the cold in.
Yeah, and also, no surprise, Iceland's actually all fully covered in snow as well.
Yep, and volcanoes.
So probably a few green spots there, and if there's any volcanoes going up. What we probably think in the next few days, some of this snow cover could perhaps go in further south into perhaps more Northern Europe. Obviously, is covered in snow, but more perhaps parts of
probably
Central
into
Europe.
Yeah, I was going to say probably into like the Germany, probably Belarus, maybe more of Ukraine.
Definitely more over the Alps, I'm expecting.
And the Baltic states as
the
well.
Alps will have experienced perhaps their first major snowfall of the season.
Yeah, that'll come from that low pressure as it moves up.
Let's have a look at the Thursday animation. So, is that playing on the screen?
It is, yes.
Yes. So this is going back from the 24th of October, and this is like the snow cover. So it's actually gradually been getting more widespread, especially across Russia in the last few weeks. And more Scandi has been covered up as well.
That'll be more as the light fades in the northern hemisphere. Obviously, there's more time for cold air to pool and stuff like that. So yeah,
Also, listen, the ice is getting more further south as well.
it is. Yes. It's also getting towards the gap between Russia and Canada and Alaska. Is it? I forget what they call that gap. Oh yeah.
So what I'm going to do now is just getting the next tabs ready up, set up.
Mhm.
Let's have a look at shall we look at the latest one from the GFS or from the 6 o'clock this morning first?
Ooh. Shall we go for the 6 o'clock and then see what the 12 o'clock says?
Yeah. What I'll do, I'm going to do the 850 so we can see the upper air temperatures and
Yeah.
also give the sea level pressure chart as well. So let's
Yeah.
flip that over to the.
Yep, that's on.
Yep. Just jaw checking the screen as well. So what we've got here is the sea level pressure charts plus the 850 air temperature. I'll just bring this forward to now. So as we can see now, we've got there's a weather front roundabout here introducing this much cooler air from the north. Let's run that through towards Saturday lunchtime. So we've got that cold front coming down, introducing this colder or cooler air. I wouldn't say it's severely cold. It's just something that we haven't seen much of at all, if at all.
Yeah.
At all. This
more of a glancing blow.
Yeah, it is much of a glancing blow, really. It's more towards Scandi into perhaps the Low Countries, into Germany, where more or less seeing this cold air.
Yeah.
I'll say it could go as far south as possibly Italy there. Perhaps going to affect in parts of the Med, where you said about that low pressure forming down here.
Yeah.
So you've got this warm air and cold air interacting.
Yeah, it's interesting to see how that merges and pulls that cold air down. You can see that cold air starts to push towards the east during Saturday and Sunday. And obviously then you've got that really tight gradient between the warmer air to the east and the cold air out to the west.
Yeah. And it's quite a cold air as well, especially across Scandi as well. We've got the minus isotherm just there. So let's have a look what happens to the UK as we move forward into next week. So there's that low pressure expected to come in for Sunday. So let's see we'll see what the 6 o'clock run does with this low pressure.
See what I mean about the cold air being dragged in?
Yeah. So that low sinks towards the southeast into northern France, Low Countries. So what happens? We're expecting like a pool of cold air to come across the UK. First look at that, I reckon maybe wintry showers across the east coast there on that northeasterly wind. What happens from there? We've got low pressure trying to move in from the southwest. Let's try and bring in milder air. So it seems like the UK is in a bit of a battleground there.
Yep.
So looking at that, if that sends a weather front towards the north, I reckon perhaps Northern Hills could see perhaps a spell of sleet and snow.
Yeah, I reckon around 200 meters, depending on what the freezing line is going to be and the thickness line as well. That'd be one to look at in a minute.
Yeah, I'll do that next.
The actual UK thickness line.
Yeah, so the 6 o'clock run has this low pressure quite deep actually towards the southwest there. That'll probably bring in some strong winds, maybe gale force in coastal areas. So what happens to that low? Does it sink? Does it get pushed towards the south? Got that cold pool of air just sat towards Eastern Europe. So what we see, does this bring an easterly in as that sinks towards the south? That does reintroduce that colder air coming in. Nothing severe at this stage.
No, -10s and -15s staying out towards Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we do actually bring in a bit of a easterly flow there on this. That takes us to Wednesday 6.
Yeah, but it's pushing the colder air.
I think that could bring some showers towards eastern areas.
Yeah, I reckon.
Maybe winter over the high ground.
I would say so. I'd say even down to sea level at that time because the cold air will have pushed in. But yeah, because at the coast it's obviously going to be that bit warmer because of the sea. But I've said this to a few friends before, and probably I've said it to you as well. As soon as you go inland about 2 or 3 miles, that it's freezing cold or it'll be boiling hot. Like it was in September. It was 18 degrees on the coast here, and I'd go to, I don't know, maybe about 10 miles inland, maybe in the 20s, high 20s. So
because the sea breezes.
Oh. So yeah, so so
like that keeps doing that for.
It's all right, but yeah, it's I don't know. It's got little tastes of the December to remember, but not as cold.
Oh, nothing.
Nothing as cold as that.
No, but it seems to be a lot colder than we've had recently in December.
Yeah, it's going to be a shock to the system. Is early December.
Yeah, on this setup here with high pressure across the UK, that could drag in a lot of cloud off the North Sea, bring maybe a few showers.
We'll have a few streamers as well, I would imagine, probably towards Kent, across North Yorkshire into West Yorkshire, across the northeast as well. So there's a streamer up there and through the central belt as well. Excuse me while I have a drink.
No problem. So
I have no fear.
Let's have a look at the thickness line. We've all said anything between 546 and 528 is like the autumn spring line. Anything above the 564 is more like the summer line. And anything below 528 is like the winter line. Then what's the next one down from that?
510.
Is it the 510 line?
It'd be 510, then 498.
So 510, you're talking like you really bitterly cold.
Yeah, I was going to say it'd be like the -10 isotherm. And then the 49, I think it's a 498 or 496, something like that. That's the like -15, something along them lines anyway. But yeah, the thickness line gives you a good indication of where the cold air is and also snow level as well.
Yeah. So for lunch tomorrow afternoon, so it's just a glancing blow really, perhaps for eastern areas.
Mm-hmm.
And most of that cold air is actually going to Central Europe, parts of Germany, Poland, Ukraine.
Yeah. We want to be watching the white line that holds that cold in. That's behind that is the 528s.
So yeah, as we're going into the weekend, we're more or less in the
492.
It's like the autumn line, really.
Yeah, I just seen it with the 492 line, as you can see up there over Greenland. That's the next line down from 510.
I think that's a complete. I'm not sure if that has ever reached, but if it has, it's a very rarity.
Yeah, we've had 510s, and I think we've had very close to 492. But
so this is for so this starts to bring that colder air to feel like a much colder 528 line across the UK into Tuesday. As that low pressure, it's just a quick glancing blow again. Then you've got that milder air trying to move up from the southwest there. But looks like that milder air does win off for a few days on this run. As that pulls way towards the south, it reintroduces that colder air. Nothing major there, really. It's quite a weak feature.
Yeah, just a little pool of like -5, -10.
Then
But
as like this has got high pressure building across
Mm.
north of the UK, and that brings in a bit of an easterly flow. And again, we just get a little pool of colder air coming in. Nothing major really.
no, it's
Temperature will
nothing.
probably
I
hold
would.
up around about
I wouldn't. I was going to say I wouldn't be overly worried looking at that run anyway. Not the 06. What's the next one? Are we going to go for precip, or do you want to go straight into the 12?
Let's have a look at the precipitation type and the temperatures, then we get a rough
Yep.
idea.
And then we can go
So-
into the 12 o'clock run.
So this isn't high resolution, this is low resolution, so doesn't mean it's snowing everywhere. It's just some of these will be like showers in the form of
Yeah.
showers. And showing mostly a few showers come down the east coast.
Yeah,
Maybe
I'd say
during the
the
night, could be one or two,
sleety showers, I would say.
but nothing significant at all.
Probably over places like the North York Moors, Northumberland Hills, maybe the North Pennines and into the Pennines might get a bit of sleet. But other than that, that's the Sunday into Monday. Ooh,
Yeah, so no surprise there at tops of the very tops of the
yeah, the
Pennines
hills.
there.
Yeah, anything above 300 metres, I would say.
And again, a few showers there for the Scottish mountains. We'll look at the freezing line in just a moment. Then there's that low trying to come up from the southwest. That's got somewhat like some snow coming onto the Welsh mountains there.
Mhm.
And it's actually showing quite a bit of coming actually into Ireland there. So maybe they could get covering or dusting. We'll have a look actually on the snow. Yeah, the snow depth. So on this, it's showing mostly over the Welsh mountains there, and perhaps over the Pennines again, over the high ground Peak District as well. So that milder air does win in. Then once that starts to drift southwards into the week after, showing signs maybe some sleetiness as that pushes back south again. Not just to high level, maybe some low levels there, but I think this might be overdone if I'm honest.
Yeah. Do you want to check the comments? Have we already had a look?
Oh, we've got a comment, so let's have a look. And who we got? It's our friend Gav there. Hey, good evening, chaps. How are we all doing?
Another one just come in. Bit of a wobble.
A bit of a wobble on some of the 12Z tonight. We'll take a look at it in just a moment. Bit of a spoiler there, Gav. Bit of a spoiler. But it's just the time of year, isn't it, where it's just could be like half a degree to a degree of whether if we're going to get rain, sleet, or snow. There's nothing significant. There's not enough cold air in the atmosphere at this moment in time. It's just on like a knife edge, really, of what we could get.
I was going to say, if this was just after Christmas going into January, then we'd be getting excited, especially if the cold air was pooling over Europe, as it seems to be. But yeah.
So just back at the end of this chart, so it's like with that easterly flow, it does bring in some of the wintry showers. Again, we've said it probably like have maybe high ground, North York moors and whatnot. That could potentially get a cover in there. Like I said, we're in the well beyond the unreliable time frame there.
Yeah. Gav says he's let the cat out of the bag.
Let's have a look at the snow depth, and this shows you the height in meters as well of where any precipitation will fall. You know what I'm trying to say. I've been awake since 4 o'clock. Leave me alone.
Yeah, basically these lines indicate how high up the snow will be in feet, so freezing level. So yeah, we're looking at, sorry, not even feet, is it? It's meters. I've been up since 7, so I can't complain. But the green colours show you the snow. The red lines show you the height in meters.
Where the
Where
0 degree level is, the freezing
where
level.
the 0 degree level is, yes.
And when it's just like more chance of snow falling. If you want snow, you've got to be at that height to perhaps see that chance of snow falling. So anything that you see green on the map is lighting snow, it's forecast. So there's nothing really shown at all on this 6 o'clock run. And does that show anything with that southwest, that system coming up from the southwest?
A little bit.
Yeah, high ground over Wales, the peaks.
Okay, it throws up to around about 1,200 meters, doesn't it?
Then this as the winds turn to an easterly. Does this show anything for eastern areas? I've got to say, looking at that, it's such a mess, really, the freezing level, isn't it?
Yeah, it's around about 400 to 600 meters. So
tops of the
low
Pennines.
Yeah. Anywhere exposed to the east.
Go straight to this 12Z.
Should we throw it straight to the 12Z now? Gav's let the cat out of the bag.
Nah.
We'll allow it, Gav. You are the boss of YouTube weather anyway. So, yep, time to let the cat out of the bag.
Yeah. Tell you what.
Is there any of us? No one else is commenting. Come on, guys.
There's only Gav that's watching.
Is it only Gav that's watching? Oh,
yeah.
Mind you, we haven't been on for quite a while, so hopefully people will watch.
Just bear with me a second. I'm actually gonna send Gav the link. So if he wants to join us,
do it, guys.
I'm just going to send Gav a message.
Yep, sure. I'm lost how to do this now. There we go. Bang, done. Come on, Gav, you know you want to.
So if Gav wants to join us, send him the link to text to our green room. So if he clicks on that, he'll be able to join us if he wants to speak to us live on there.
Give us a little indication and help. Well, not even help, really. Just sit on the wings.
Yeah.
But yes, so 12Z.
Tell me what I'm doing. Yes, I'm on the 12. I'm on the 12Z. Sorry.
And you're doing the 850. It's all right, mate. Don't worry. You're on the 12Z. So 12Z doing the 850.
Yeah. Obviously, since I've not done any lives, my shifts have slightly changed. I start an hour earlier, so I'm waking up an hour earlier. It's like waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning now. There's Fridays.
Glancing Blow.
Glancing Blow. So what does the GFS midnight? Not midnight. What on earth is
midday?
Midday run doing with this area of low pressure. So this low pressure which really is going to dictate of what's going to happen through Sunday, really. So what happens to that low? That crosses the UK. Does it introduce the colder air? Again, that glancing blow. But another feature to keep an eye on, again, is this low pressure towards the southwest through into next week. Does that come in like it did with the 6 o'clock? Definitely tightens up to a bit of maybe a potential storm there, actually.
Yep, that would be, is it Erin? And that'll be the next one.
So I've got the wind gusts, actually.
Yeah. Ooh, juicy.
So that'll bring gale force winds towards Irish Sea coast there. But also, I think it stays out towards the west.
I just winds itself up and then just.
It's going to copy the 6 o'clock run where it slinks it down towards the south and try to reintroduce that cold air. Not quite. Actually, it kind of sends it into the Low Countries, really, with this one. This one sent it down through France into the Med. Still, it kind of switches the winds round towards slight northeasterly.
Yeah.
And we've got high pressure building out towards the west on this one, where the previous one had it building towards the north of the UK, introducing the easterly winds. So this is introducing a bit of a northerly, but nothing significantly cold again.
Yeah.
Maybe an inversion there, so there might be some fog around.
Yeah.
But we've got this area of low pressure towards the south of Greenland, which is introducing this milder air towards the northwest of the UK.
Comments?
So that at the end of this run actually brings the the southwesterlies back in.
So it's just, I think it's just returning to default, as the GFS does.
And we've got a few more viewers in. Good evening to you all. Good evening, Josh.
Good evening, guys. And from Gav. Come on, get sharing, guys. Get sharing. Share to your friends and family that we're back on the air. We're doing this snow watch. Well, more of a cold watch, I would say. Looking at the times, more of a cold watch than a snow watch. What do you reckon, Gav?
Yeah, well, the computer models have definitely been hinting a lot of much colder air than what we've seen, as I said, through much of autumn so far.
Yeah.
On this 6 o'clock run, we're not seeing anything significant, just for the high ground. Even for Thursday the 30th, that's just going to be mostly for high ground. Welsh Mountains, the Peak District, Pennines.
Might get in towards the towns of West Yorkshire and possibly some of the towns to the east of the hills. Harrogate, Ripon, place like York, maybe. I'd say really.
Let's have a look at the freezing level on this one from the 6 o'clock run. So bring that down a bit. So we can see that colder air pushing southwards through tonight, introducing much colder air. The freezing level is below 1,000 meters from virtually all the UK, actually, as we're headed through into Saturday. And just glide that through, really, now. Some wintry showers, perhaps from the Scottish mountains.
Is that northeasterly, northerly?
Then there's that weather front comes up from the southwest. Obviously, we're looking 7 days away, so a lot can change between now and then. That low pressure could be further west, further east, further north, further south. It could be anywhere. But this is showing some winteriness over the high ground of northern England.
Yeah, Scotland getting a pasting by the look of it. But looking towards the end of the run.
It's a bit of a messy from the snow level there.
Yeah.
So as Gav mentioned on the comments, 12Z kind of downplays it a bit actually on there.
Yeah. Shall we look at the temperatures?
Yeah. What's that? This weather channel sounds slightly like Ben
Enty. Well, one of them does. None of us are Ben Enty, trust me. Yeah, no worries, Gav.
No worries.
We'll have to try and get Gordon on as well at some point. Four of us just doing some kind of major snow cold watch kind of thing. Yes. Temperatures.
Temperatures from this current run. Maximum temperatures. So let's say goodbye to this mild air in the next 6 hours or so. So no more double figures temperatures now. I don't see it for the foreseeable until Actually, I do
Maybe the
see it coming up.
weekend.
It's when that weather front comes up on Wednesday into Thursday, as it's showing at the moment.
Mhm.
So I've got the minimum temperatures actually for Saturday, be our first widespread frost, even though the lovely GFS decided just to stick us around about freezing or 1 degrees. So many places will see a frost on Saturday morning. Those prone to the frost, temperatures will be down to about -3, -4. We'll have a look at the high resolution UKV model in just a moment, actually, with the temperatures. Let's go back to the maximums. So a nice crisp day on Saturday, temperature around about 5 degrees across the board. That's a few degrees lower towards Scotland. Then we've got this weather front coming in from the west on Sunday. Temperature still be about 4 or 5 degrees before that weather front does come in. But also, I can see a bit of a cleansing blow on that with the temperatures. So temperatures sticking around about 6 or 7 degrees. And then temperatures same on Tuesday. And there's that mild air trying to come up from the southwest there on Wednesday. So I was just reading the comments there.
Yeah, it's all right.
Mansfield, northwest, Nottinghamshire towards Peak normally does okay for snow in winter.
Generally does, yeah. Like I said, generally anywhere above 200-300 meters in the north does quite well for snow in the winter. So yeah, anywhere from the Peak District northwards, really.
Yeah.
Even places. I mean, yeah. Go on. I'll explain in a minute.
That's all right. As I was saying, as it stands at the moment, Thursday, we've got these milder temperatures moving in, where it does interact with that cold air, especially over the Pennines and Peak District.
Yeah.
There will be seeing a spell of snow before. It turns a little bit milder as we head into Friday. And temperatures are sticking into single figures, really, for the foreseeable.
Yeah. As you go towards the end of that run, put the next comment up. Right, about now. Put Gav's comment up. There we go.
The models may be overdoing that low at the end of next week. I think it's all down to the jet stream, how it interacts with the jet stream. Let's say now. Let's look at the jet stream, see if it's a mess or what by the time we get into the middle of next week. So let's have a look at the jet. So we've got a powerful jet towards our north of the UK in a minute. But then it pushes towards the south, introducing that colder air into Central Europe. Then we've got a bit of a split really in the jet there through into start of next week. Got an arm that goes up towards the north of Greenland. Got this little arm that goes towards the southwest of the UK. Obviously, we've got that high pressure towards the west there. And I think it's around about here where that low tries to develop. But the jet stream at this stage is a bit of a mess, really. A bit of a split in it. So yeah, it's not quite. Again, it's just jet stream is very messy and split, isn't it?
Yeah, it's no structure to it as it comes out of. I think it either goes south or it goes north. There's just little bits and bobs of it everywhere.
Yeah, we've got this one. We've got this arm going towards the south. We've got this one moving towards the east. I think computer models are picking up of a low pressure developing somewhere in this area here.
Yeah, that'd be the one that Gav was saying that could be overplaying. There's a wind up there, as you can see.
Yeah. I think there's a lot to play for on this.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Gav. He's just said the jet is very complex. Will be very complex to model.
Even
I'm a-
let's look at that as we're heading to what we know,
Yeah.
day 10, is it Monday the 4th?
Yeah, about that. Yeah.
We got this jet going to bloody North Africa as well.
So the cold air will be behind all that.
So
It's
that
just-
North Atlantic's just full of jet stream.
I think there's going to be a bit of an omega block there, though, but it's just going to keep flattening and then re-establishing.
Certainly, Omega block there actually for Wednesday the 6th.
Yeah. I reckon that high pressure is going to be more. It's just going to keep flattening, then jumping back up, and it's just going to keep waxing and waning. Moving away to the west and coming back, and moving away, and then letting the lows in.
So
Flat.
look at the strats. I've not looked at the strats properly so far this late autumn. So a bit of slight warming there towards the Pacific side. Nothing significant at all, so we can leave that alone at the moment.
Yeah. There's nothing there to indicate that there's going to be anything towards Christmas anyway. That's going to come out. The strat temperatures aren't that cold either yet. So
no, normally they get close to -70 by now.
Yeah.
Just get my next tab ready. Oh,
No,
sorry, yeah, it's -70 there.
Yeah, it looks a very loose stratosphere, polar vortex.
Yeah, it
trying to
doesn't
find
seem
the word
as
there.
widespread as it normally is.
No, it's usually a really tight gradient, but it's just very loose. Like the cold air, obviously the cold air's to the south now, but little arm of the -70 comes down, but I don't think that'll emerge towards the surface. Yes.
It's not too. It's just. Oh, just bear with me a second. I've got one of these pop-up ads at the back, the top and back. Yeah. Let's have a look at the ECMWF on this. I'm going to. For some reason, on Weather Online, it's just completely full of ads. You can see what I mean as I flick over.
Weather Outlook is the one I use, but it doesn't give you the precip and stuff like that. Or as Gav uses, he uses can't remember the name of the woman website. Wetter Central. But yeah, I think Michael.
Just having a look at the comment there. Nothing over dramatic strat-wise at the moment.
Nah.
Yeah, it's just nothing to write home about, really, is it?
No.
Oops. All right. So let's have a look, see what this ECM's doing on here. What shall I look at first? The surface pressure charts.
Yeah, sure.
I said sorry about all these ads popping up.
Yeah.
Not meant to be this bad on there.
Like I said, I use could just use Wetter Central or something.
Just bear with me a second.
Just trying to kill all these ads. Not literally, just trying to get rid of them. Overly throwing them at us. So yeah, we got that low off to the east.
Friday at the moment. There's a high sitting over the top. There's that low pressure coming in towards the west. That seems to have that low a bit further north, actually, but then it sinks more towards the east. So what does the ECM do with that? That sinks it towards northern France towards Switzerland, Austria. High pressure building across into next week. Does that show? Yeah, it's not really showing that low, has it? No, it does.
No. Oh, there we go.
Into Friday. And that's delaying that by about a day or so. And that's
Yeah, he's not pulling them easterlies in. He's pulling them over the top of it so that it doesn't really get into us.
No.
So there's a bit of a disagreement there with the ECM as well.
Yeah. Again, it could be down to how the jet stream is.
Yeah. Oh, Gav said watch for the risque. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, watch for Wetter Central. I use Weather Outlook. It's okay. It only has like it doesn't have pop-up ads. It has just like the full page ads that come up every so often. When you're browsing, or you can get a subscription to it on NetWeather. But NetWeather's not bad either.
Yeah, let's have a look at Icon.
Icon only does up to 5 days. Is the Met there? UK Met, or hang on, I'm having a look myself. UK Global. Yeah, there we go. UK Met Office. That's not even showing, is it? No. GEM. That's the Canadian one. GEM below it and to the left.
Oh, yes. I couldn't see it then.
There we go. This is the Canadian model. The GEM.
So let's put that on the loop as well. That takes us, excuse me, I think to next Wednesday as well.
So let's have a look. So
just firing up
the adverts. Sorry about this, guys. GM.
So there we are into Saturday, high pressure across the UK. What happens to that low pressure towards the west?
And froze it.
That's
kind of same track.
Way, really.
Yeah, it's not establishing that easterly as such. Then that low comes in to the south, kind of goes into the North Sea. Then another low comes in. So yeah, they're having a bit of a wobble, are the ECM and GEM. Oop, careful.
That's I don't know what that is.
It's clickbait anyway, so yes. Let's have a look.
Been performed quite poorly lately in the 7 to 10 day.
Yes. Totally agree. So, I mean, as Gav said, there's a bit of a wobble there, so could we be in for some cold weather? Could we be getting another glancing blow like we are in the next couple of days? It's definitely one to watch.
Yeah, so I'm just setting the next tab up.
Yeah, wobbly Thursday. Yeah. Mind you, that sets it up nicely for Gav's pub run tomorrow if he's doing one. Will you be doing the pub run tomorrow, Gav? Put it in the comments. Then everyone can go watch you tomorrow, including myself. I might crash your stream. I don't know if Michael will, but yeah, there you go. Lots to keep an eye on.
So these are 2 meter temperatures for the West Midlands, going ahead from the ECMWF. And it's just when we get into, well, we're now.
Say from about day 4 or 5 onwards, quite a lot of scatter.
Yeah, especially we come towards around about the 1st of December, really, Friday the 1st of December.
Yeah, there's quite a few there. I mean, there's quite a few bunched up, but there's still a bit of scatter to the north, like to the north of them temperatures, so higher. You know what I mean? Plus, yeah. See what Argav's saying. He's saying pub run live tomorrow, 10:30 p.m. I'll be tuning in from my bed. I'm sure Michael will be probably snoring by then after work.
Probably will be, yeah. Being up at 4:00 in the morning.
Yeah, but I'll try and be there, Gav. I'm sure me and Michael will get crashed together one of the days.
Yeah. So you see there's a lot of scatter with the sea surface pressure chart as we head into the 1st of December. Some showing up to 1,035, then we've got a few going down to about 985, so it's a bit of a big...
Quite a lot of scatter there.
Yeah.
That's like 50 millibars in the difference. So that's quite a lot. That's
take a drink.
Yes, okay. So that's a lot between like a low pressure situation and a high pressure situation. 1,030, obviously high pressure. 985, I would say flabby low. The metal, I think they did something on the 10-day trend or the deep dive this week regarding temperatures. No, it was last week. Tell a lie. It was last week, I think, when Alex was doing it, Alex Deakin, and he was mentioning how they, isobars and, gradients and stuff like that. Anyway, I think Michael's back.
Oh, I didn't know I was gone. Hello?
Hello, you there? Yeah?
Yeah, I didn't know I was gone.
Yeah, you're there. No, you just like when you went off for your drink, that's all, mate.
Oh, sorry.
I was just filling. Gav's just said, not for everyone, though, can be a bit OTT. Sensible Gav on Sunday at 6 p.m. Be sure to subscribe to Gav if you are watching this later on. Very good for your daily updates.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I've got so much respect for Gav. I've been watching his videos for probably about, since probably about 2013, 14, back in the early days.
Yeah, I'm a bit late to the thing, kind of 2018, 19. But Gav's part of the Weather Fans community as well, and he has his own community there over on Facebook as well. Join that. You have to, but yeah.
So this is the 850, and again, there's a lot of scatter as we're heading towards the beginning of December, really. Oh, have I gone?
You're very welcome, Gav. He said that's very kind.
No.
We're all here to look after each other at the end of the day, So anyway, back to these charts before we lose the plot and start being all lovey-dovey.
So I think weather's kind of more or less fine till we get into probably like Tuesday, Wednesday next week at this stage.
That law's really throwing it, especially with that jet stream as well being so, I don't know the word.
I can describe it.
Yeah, innocuous, big word, but not there. It's not showing no signal for the jet stream, which is not giving a decent signal as to what happens after Wednesday, Thursday when that low comes in. I put that in inverted commas, as we don't know, how tight that low will be. Back to you.
So I'm looking at the rainfall. It looks like it's staying dry really through into Sunday. Might be just a little bit of rain through Sunday. Then again, there's a bit of scatter there as we head towards the start of December.
I'd say the mean on that, like the main group of members are showing some kind of precipitation. But how much, it's hard to tell. There's a lot of scatter to the top of that, but it's quite a good signal Like,
So it looks like through Sunday, we're expecting probably around about 15 millimetres. As I said, this is for the West Midlands there, so central
yeah,
the UK. Then most of these stay flat really through the second week of December, through to the end of the first week of December.
yeah.
Yeah,
So that
again,
could indicate higher pressure, that omega high that we were on about earlier.
so the last thing I'll probably look at before we head off,
Yeah,
because we've been on for over an hour now.
we have first one back for quite a while.
Yeah. Let's have a look at the temperatures actually.
Yeah, UKV, so it's only going to be for the next few days.
Yeah. So start saying goodbye to the double figures for now, as that cold front starts sinking southwards. Then it's into Saturday night. Don't you sing that song from Wakefield? Temperatures widely into.
I was going to say, tune in to Gav's stream tomorrow for that.
Definitely.
Giddy Gav.
I feel like eastern areas will stay perhaps a degree or two above freezing, but that's probably where you got the strongest of the winds still going down the east coast there. That'll be dragging a bit of cloud in, maybe 1 or 2 showers. But yeah, it's definitely going to be one of our coldest nights of the winter winter season so far. And temperatures will peak around about 4, 5, 6 degrees. But as soon as the sun goes down, temperatures will start to drop straight away.
Indeed.
And I can't go any further than that.
So,
precipitation.
Yeah.
It's just a weak band coming down the country at the moment.
Yeah. It blew quite hard earlier for a couple of hours and then it just died off. But it was really, really warm with it ahead of it.
Yeah, I was walking home from work and it was quite drizzly, really. About 3 o'clock this afternoon.
Yeah, but it's really warm ahead of it. I think it said temperatures peaked around 14 in London. So, yeah, snow showers, I would imagine.
I'll probably say more rain showers, to be honest. Might be 1 or 2. Obviously in the air. You're not going to get. I'm shut up. I'm getting tired. 1 or 2 showers there, perhaps affecting East Anglia there, maybe scraping down the east coast into Lincolnshire.
Gav's singing in the comments. So yeah, I want to try and get onto a good spot. I know a couple of good spots that I can get out to. I'll be able to get some shower clouds tomorrow. Try and see what I can get. So yeah, showers tomorrow, showers on Saturday, but more out at sea. Temperatures around about 4 to 6 Celsius, I would say.
Oh, just bear with me a second. I'm just about to change the tab. I'm just getting the next tab up there.
No worries, mate. No worries.
But can we guess what's just happened? Yes, a bleeding advert just spoilt everything. Just bear with me.
Damn it. I'll pop back up in a minute, you watch. So yeah, we're going to probably wrap it up after this next tab anyway. An hour and 8 back. Oh, windy.
Yeah, I was just having a look at the radar.
Yeah. So there's them showers. And that cold front as well.
There we go. Let's put the cloud on as well.
Yay. Yeah, you can see where the cold air is behind the front. It's pretty much established across Scotland now, starting to feed in towards northern England. As you can see there with the green colours.
And it's just about forward now.
Yeah. You can see in the predictive it's could be a nippy night across Scotland and then on to Morrow across the west and central areas, probably into the south as well, about -2, -5. But to the east, with the wind, that northerly wind, it's probably around 2 to 3.
And this is the low pressure coming in for Sunday.
Yeah.
I do actually like using this tab now for the thunderstorms.
Yeah, I've just said the ECM 12Z becomes one of the mildest options in the EC ensembles for day 8 to 10.
Oh.
So yeah, will the pub run pick up on all this?
Say again.
If you look in the comments, you'll see what I was on about what Gav's just said about the ECM being one of the mildest options.
Oh. So
what
the cold was?
I would say the GFS. They've all got different scenarios because
the coldest option would be like -15, which were picked up by the Express, and they're saying it's a winter
hell, and it's going to be set in for 100 days. We've got 100 days of -15 and 12 foot of snow. Make your own Express headlines up in the comments below, or on the Weather Fans Facebook page.
Let's just zoom out here. And that's a bit better.
Good type yourself. One day they'll be right. You're right there, Gav. One day, that'll be the day that hell freezes over.
Or the Express offices.
Yeah, they'll probably freeze over in 12 foot of snow.
So there's the infrared, actually, of the satellite imagery. We can see the circulation here of the high pressure towards our southwest. We begin to see this northwesterly and eventually northerly coming in. Let's zoom out a bit more. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, doesn't that look pretty, boys and girls?
Ladies and gentlemen, and however you identify.
Personal toasters, then.
I'm a microwave.
Bing!
Zoe, I'm ready. Ready in 3 minutes. Anyway, innuendos aside.
Oh, I just heard a click then from a thunderstorm. So yeah, there's not much rain going on at the minute. So that weather front is a weak feature at the stage.
Yeah.
And if you want any thunderstorms, you've got to go all the way down into Sicily.
Well, that'd be probably associated with that low that we were on about.
Let's have a look at the satellite.
It's not circulating though, so it's not turned into a Medicaid yet. But there is a bit of circulation there, but there's no eye. It'd be worth watching that over the next 24, 36 hours.
Yeah,
see how it develops plus the med.
Right, one more thing. Well, we're going off on a tangent.
Like always.
Depression 20 out into the Pacific. Not going to affect any land at all. It's just going to meander into the Eastern Pacific, and that's it. Right.
We'll call that a night now, guys.
Let's end the tab there. Let's stop the screen share. And there's me looking
And there's
absolutely.
me talking. Shattered.
Yeah, I'm going to head straight off to bed.
Yep. And
People watching.
yep, and we'll be back hopefully soon.
Yes, I've got an idea when we will be back, and I will let obviously the team know first before we'll let you all know. But we'll definitely be back in December, which is a few days away.
Couple of comments. Thanks, Gav. Great live stream. Well done, guys. Have a great night.
Hopefully, one day we could pop onto yours onto the screen or something like that, or vice versa. We'll do a team effort.
Yes, definitely. Try and get the four of us on. If we can get Gordon from behind his car.
And also Liz as well.
And Liz as well, yes. Some kind of Christmas thing. Well. Gav, if you're up for it, something for Christmas. How about that? Like a crossover between the two streams. But remember, on Ghostbusters, you can't cross the streams.
Yeah, it's definitely make it happen.
Yes, so there we go. So yeah, we'll knock it together between the two teams, and we'll see what we can do for you.
Indeed.
And on that note, it's good night from him.
And it's
a sleep time from him. And don't forget, guys, it's good night it's good night to Gav's weather vids as well. Good night, Gav, and thanks for gate crashing. And we'll make it happen. Anyway, guys, take care, and we'll see you soon.
I'm off to bed.
Night all.
See you soon, guys. We'll let you know. Now I've got rid of him. Now we'll keep. If anything does transpire of any ball winteriness, we'll obviously keep you informed with updates and whatnot. But again, thank you for watching. To subscribe to Gav's Weather Vids as well. Where's the comment? There it is. He's an absolute legend in the weather community. Take care, everybody, and we'll see you again soon. See you soon. Stream.